Hello everyone. Sunday, Live Queens, the 29th of September. Welcome. Hello everyone. So stoked today to be joined by Kingfisher Couture today. Uh, really honored and humbled to have such an achieved person in the fashion world. Looking forward to this exclusive interview. Little Birdie tells me there is a special announcement. There's going to be some big news that's going to be announced. So very excited today. And thank you so much to all the people, of course, who entered for the wig competition. We're going to be announcing the winner live at the end of this show. Well, come in and my fellow life queens, and I can see our guest Kingfisher is in the house. We cannot wait. Hello, Queen Khadija.
Hi, how are you?
Greetings,
Ah,
Queen.
oh my word, I'm loving the yellow. Yes, madam.
Thank you. I've come all in yellow today, and I think I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to show my outfit today because, we
Or is
have
it the one?
Kingfisher
Is
here.
it the one I was like, oh, girl, I got a hint of it there, but I was peeping.
I'm hoping Kingfisher approves today. How are you? How was your weekend?
Well, if I had one, but yeah, it was work. So,
Okay. All right.
yeah, it was work. Yes.
Okay.
How about you?
I've had a beautiful weekend just supporting my sister here in Letterkenny. So just stayed indoors, a little bit chilly, the winter is, well, I think it's autumn, but it's almost winter here in Ireland by the
Yes.
looks of things. But we move.
We move, Mama,
Yeah.
we move.
Yeah.
Yes, especially as Africa UK pageant, we move. We move.
That's okay. All right,
Yeah.
so let's welcome a few people. Oh, I see a whole lot of people have jumped onto the live today. We are so very excited. Welcome everyone. It's Sunday evening, and we know you could be anywhere today, but you chose to come here to Live Queens. And of course, super stoked and excited to be joined by Kingfisher today. I want to read his bio in a little bit because he's kind of a big
Oh.
deal. And he's here.
Hello, darlings. I've even put my crown on for you.
I see, I see.
How
Hello,
Oh,
are
wow.
y'all?
Kingfisher.
Super duper.
How are you?
I'm very well. I'm so looking forward to delving into information that I've been looking forward to getting off my chest. To put it that
Oh,
way.
Oh,
and is that a crown I see on your head? Oh my God.
Of
Oh
course,
my
darling.
God. Oh,
oh,
love it. Love it, love it,
wow. We
love it.
love, we
This
love,
was
we
a
love.
gift
Oh,
from a very good friend of mine who owns a jewelry brand, and that she actually designed and made the necklaces for me. Nicola Keller, she's called
hmm.
John
Oh,
Daniels Jewelry. Been an absolute 100% full-on supporter of Kingfisher since day one. So
Oh,
just a little bit of a shout out to her.
oh,
of course. Okay. What's their Instagram handle?
The Instagram handle is John Daniels Jewelry. I'll see if I can tag them here for you.
Okay,
There, there we
fantastic.
go. Yep, I can do. There we go. Look at that.
Okay. I'll pin that now for a second. Of course. So go check them out because they are the reason our guest has a beautiful crown today, Queen as he is. Okay, welcome everybody to Live Queens. Like we said, super excited today to have Kingfisher Couture here with us.
Mm.
Um, a friend of Africa, UK, and Ireland pageants, a friend of the Live Queens. He always comes here to come and watch us, and
Hmm.
absolute beautiful mentor. I've learned so many things from
Good,
Kingfisher just
good.
this week. So very, very excited. And we were announcing earlier there that you very excited about whoever is going to win the wig today. You know, I need a little bit of hair
Yes, I am
myself.
so excited, so excited. So with the wig as well, I have done a little bit extra.
Yeah.
So there's this is the box with the wig in. So you've got it's a Kingfisher box.
Oh,
It'll come with the wig in, and it's also got a little surprise pink bag in there, which just has a few little extras to help them along the way.
oh, very excited. Okay, all right. So first things first, I'm being rude. Let's do introductions. Go around do
Yes.
introductions. One of our other queens, Queen Ash, is gonna join us in a second, and of course, all the other live queens are watching. So I'll start with myself. My name is Dineo Wilwa Murphy, founder of Live Queens and Mrs. Confidence at Mrs. Africa UK 2023. But Queen Khadija says infinite Mrs. Confidence, so that's me. All right,
Yeah.
Queen Khadija, yourself.
Yes, yes. My name is Khadija Shamte. I am First Princess of Africa, UKIE Pageants and Empowerment Programs, and I'm Miss Charity 2023. Yes. And the founder of Africa UK Umbrella Initiative and a life queen. Thank you so much, Kingfisher. I have been waiting to meet you. Oh my God, I was gutted when I couldn't meet you at the grand finale. So for
I
me, this is
know.
everything. This is everything. Thank you so much
My
for
pleasure.
everything that you do.
My
Yes,
pleasure.
you inspire as you also share,
Yes.
which is the most amazing thing in terms of empowerment. Welcome,
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna introduce you here a little bit because I've been Googling you a bit and I'm now blown away. I'm like, oh my gosh, I actually can't believe it's come to life, Queens. And just in the meantime, Queen Ash, you're going on the first round, so please come through and join us here in the conversation. So I'm on your Instagram, of course, post Kingfisher Couture, and it says here stylist, creative director, award-winning designer, motivational speaker, and is in Great Britain. So that's in the UK, in the US, Australia, France, and there's another one, UG. Which one is UG?
Uganda, or I think it's the only
Ah.
flag that I could find on my phone for Africa. Because because I'm involved with you guys, and I've been involved with a little bit of the African press.
Yeah.
I've not had
Yes.
anything published by them, but I'm building relationships.
Okay.
So that's why I put that over there. Oh, we've got somebody else joining us. Oh,
Another queen. Hey, Queen
Hello,
Ash.
hello, Queens.
hello.
All the crowns. Now I wish I wore my crown that I brought to the patient today. All the crowns are here. Welcome, Queen Ash. We are here with Kingfisher himself. Check out his crown. Can we do a crown check, please? Crown check. You two ladies. Crown check.
You definitely had to come and outshine us, didn't
Girl, I
you?
just thought I've never had an opportunity to wear it. Never.
Oh,
I've always thought that it's too much. So I thought, perfect
oh,
opportunity, exclusive news on Live Queens with Queen.
One
What
more.
more could I couldn't ask for any more really. So
love
I
it,
thought,
love
why
it.
not?
What a fantastic idea. Okay, Queen Ash, we've just done introductions. You want to introduce yourself to Kingfisher and, of course, the audience, and then we delve into these exclusive big news.
Thank you, Queen D. So my name is Ashley Chingwaro, and I'm the second Princess of Africa UK Pageant and Empowerment Programs of 2023. I am the founder of Sparkle of Hope, and I'm a life queen.
Awesome. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so let's start. Let's start. So I was just introducing Kingfisher here, and I'm gonna just start with the first question. And I don't know if you want to use your other name that I discovered, or if you just go with Kingfisher. um, so tell us about yourself,
Right.
Kingfisher.
So my
Yourself.
name is
Hold on, two
Ross.
second, Queen. So tell us about Kingfisher, the person, the
The
brand,
person.
the
Okay.
business, and tell us a little bit, maybe something that most people will not even know about you.
Oh, so to be honest, there isn't really much that people don't know about me. I am very much an open book and have been for a very, very long time. even when I first got diagnosed with HIV, which is, I feel now to this day is to my detriment. Maybe I shouldn't have been so vocal with it, thinking that people would be accepting of it when they weren't. So there isn't really much that people don't know about me. I have even expanded in the press when it comes down to my past, how I've been, the way I've been, how I've treated people, and how I have come to be where I am today. Which brings me nicely round to Kingfisher, the brand. The Kingfisher itself actually originated from me living at Kingfisher Close. And then after a little bit of research, I found out that the Kingfisher was the first bird to actually leave Noah's Ark, and it caught the sun on its breast and the blue on its wings of the dawn of a new day. And it fell perfectly in line with my brand's ethos. I wanted to guide a safe path for people. I wanted to make people feel confident in every step that they took, be it whether it was down the wrong path for the first time or whether it was down the right path. So Kingfishers, it's kind of biblical, really, and that's where the name comes from. And the whole ethos behind the brand is to guide people on a safe path, just like the Kingfisher did from Noah's Ark. We were the first bird. We guided that safe path into a new, raw, creative world after the water had destroyed everything. So in terms for myself, HIV had destroyed everything for me. It absolutely obliterated everything that I knew. My friends, my family, they didn't know how to accept it. People were turning me away from their doors. They didn't want me around their children. And at the time, it upset me, but it has added to the growth of myself and the Kingfisher brand. Even when it comes down to me designing clothes, every piece of clothing, even on London Fashion Week, had a meaning. Sam, because actually London Fashion Week was in partnership with a cancer charity, but that's another question. So for myself, the whole brand and me is about growth. It's about determination. It's about passion for fashion. And I know that sounds so like cheesy because it's like passion for fashion. But I do have a passion for fashion. It's molded me. HIV has molded me to be who I want to be. And that's the message of the brand, Kingfisher. From the Bible right through to 2025 to today, which is quite a legacy, really. And that's another thing which we can touch on later on.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing the Kingfisher story. I actually went back to my religious lessons back in school because I'm like, wow, that's so amazing. And just the context of what it means for you and how it inspires you, I think is really, really, really passionate. Thanks for
Thank
sharing
you.
that.
Thank you.
At this stage, I think I'm gonna go to Queen Ash if she's got any question at all for Kingfisher.
Of course. How could I not have a question for the one and only golden crown on screen today?
You're so kind. I am just a standard human.
Well, at least you've got the golden crown. Mine is not golden, but yeah, I love yours
Thank
more
you.
than I do mine.
Queen Mother is listening.
It's okay. Well, we're allowed to have more than one crown. After all, who am I?
Say nothing.
So, Kingfisher, I would like to know, how did you get acquainted with Africa UK pageant and the Afro Fashion Show, Afro Fashion Week? And would you like to share any of your empowerment?
Do you know what? I
journey?
am so glad that you have asked that. Is an absolutely fantastic question. The reason that I actually got involved was because of somebody else. And that somebody else is the face of my brand. It's Georgia Ray. I don't know if she's on the live and I don't know if she's here, but I have got so much time, so much respect and gratitude for Georgia introducing me to the African pageant, Afro fashion show, Live Queenz, the whole network. She was modeling at the fashion show, and I think she was modeling for I can't remember the name. Is it Radia?
Wow.
I can't remember the name of the designer, but yeah, she was modeling for them and I was coming to show support. And I thought, what a fantastic opportunity. I'd been out of the game for 8 months and I came and I kind of wasn't sure what to expect. And it just blew me away. Absolutely blew me away because I've been to London Fashion Week. I have done my own catwalks, and there are other catwalks out there as well that do amazing things. So to see and be involved in a catwalk that had such high energy and such a warm, welcoming environment for absolutely everybody that was there, whether he was part of the team, whether he was a model, whether he was a designer, whether he was a guest, whether he was on the table selling, or even if he was a bartender. The whole environment was fantastic, and it was all thanks to Georgia Ray, to be honest, because I wouldn't have been there and I wouldn't even know about what you do if it wasn't for Georgia.
Wow, shout out to Georgia. Is that the lady that is modeling on your clothes?
Yes,
She
yeah,
is
yeah, she is the face of my
fantastic.
brand. Yes.
She's fabulous. Thank you so much for the shout out. And
Oh,
we
thank you
appreciate.
so much, Nicola. So John Daniel Jury in the comments has tagged Ground in Circles. So if anybody does need any work or any modeling work, like girl,
Girl.
she is the
Oh,
one. She is the one.
awesome. Okay. Do you have another question, Queen Ash, or can I go to Queen Khadija?
You can go to Queen Khadija, Queen. Thank you.
Okay. Queen of Africa UK Umbrella Initiative. Your question, please.
I don't know. Are we hearing that? Oh, I don't know, but a little birdie was chirping. Yes. And told us you have big, big news. Yes, exclusive and fast announcements here, Live Queens.
Yeah.
So please, Kingfisher, do share.
Okay. So the big news is that sadly, Kingfisher Couture will not solely be mine anymore. Over the next 3 months, there will be a handover to a silent partner who is going to be dealing with absolutely everything. And the reason for this is to put it bluntly, the medications and the conditions, as much as I fight them, they are fighting me back something rotten. Absolutely rotten. There are days when I can't even get out of bed. There are days when I can't get up the stairs, and it's become a struggle to be able to become reliable, to make dresses for people, to even find the time or the motivation when it's come down to what's happened in the past after London Fashion Week. London Fashion Week, I learned an awful lot about myself, about the brand, and about the industry, specifically the people in the industry, and what true friendship means, because there's a fine line between friendship and business partner, should we say. There is a very fine line, because I was involved with a load of people, and sadly they've all gone off and done their own thing, and they've raised their voices, they've shouted this, they've shouted that and the other, all to try and break me down, because I don't know why, but maybe I think it's because they don't feel that I've been able to achieve what I have on my own. Because, and this sounds awful to say it, but I am extremely proud of what I have achieved. In the past 3-4 years, I have worked so hard, not only for myself, but for people's recognition, putting people in magazines, giving people the connections, making sure that everybody is well looked after. Also, I thought, and that's what I'm saying, like, I've learned so much about myself when it comes down to dealing with people. I have lost some incredible people that I extremely, like, really, really cared about, and I still care about to this day, who have gone on from Kingfisher, who were part of the team, and they've gone on to do incredible things. Like, At first, it upset me because there has been a lot of animosity, which has caused mental health problems for me, which has caused my illness to progress probably quicker than what it should. Because believe it or not, stress and HIV do not go well together. But they've all gone on to do amazing things, and I'm now coming into Africa pageant and Afro fashion show. I feel like I've found a family. The way I was accepted, it was just unreal. And that's another thing about the Kingfisher brand. Like, I got so upset with it in the beginning that I'd lost so many people, and they were going off and doing these fantastic things without me. I got so upset, more to the point that I'd lost some really good friends. But now that I look at it, I've done my job as a Kingfisher. I guided. That path that they have followed, I guided. I've inspired them because I know what they are doing is exactly what the conversations that we talked about. So I have to take that as a compliment. And they've gone on to do fantastic things. And that's one thing that I've got to take from everything, is that I have to take a step back for my own sanity, my own health. I can't make 3-4 dresses in a week. I really can't anymore. I wish I could. I design a few things that might go into a collection for a campaign, or I'm doing, can't say, something next year. But you are all invited. I have sent an invite over to Africa pageant, so you're all invited as my guests. But yeah, I have to take a step back. So for me, the next step, regardless of whether these disabilities have beaten me down something rotten, it doesn't stop us. It stopped me for 8 months, but God's plan was I was where I should have been at that time. I was doing exactly what I should have been doing at that time. And now I feel like I'm ready to move on to the next path. And that is with Africa Pageant and Afro Fashion Show and the Live Queens. And I want to be involved as heavily as I can. So for the Pageant Queens of 2025, I'm hoping that I can be involved, and I can be, I don't know, a life coach, a mentor, a makeup artist, hairstylist, catwalk coach, anything like that. If you need a smack across the arse because you need to get your arse in gear, girl, come on, take the crown off, take the heels off, let's get into gear. Do you know, that kind of thing? I want to be involved, and I just can't wait for the future. Whereas 8 months ago, I was possibly knocking at death's door.
Oh, so excited about this big news. This is
So yeah, I want to be involved with you guys as heavily as possible. And I do have a phone call with, is it Alan tomorrow?
Yanela, Queen Yanela.
Yanela. I do like to try and pronounce people's names right. So yeah, I do have a phone call with her tomorrow, which I'm so excited for, because then I can delve into it a little bit more. And I've got a few things lined up with a couple of friends that have been involved in my journey, such as Hannah Bush. Hannah Bush is the graphic designer behind everything at London Fashion Week. She was the graphic designer behind all the diamonds falling down, because we did a partnership with a cancer charity, Sam's Diamonds Cancer Charity. Please go and follow them. Please do go and follow them. They're an incredible charity. They're doing amazing things. And if it wasn't for Sam at Sam's Diamonds, I would not have been able to do London Fashion Week, because I had to pay for these. And that's another thing, like the whole mental health thing. At the time, I lost all of my teeth, and oh God, I'd done a casting for London Fashion Week. I'd chosen models, and I then was landed with such a big bill that I had to make the decision to either cancel London Fashion Week and let all these incredible people down that had come from all over, or get a loan. So, and I couldn't get a loan at the time. I just couldn't. It was just impossible. So Sam at Sam's Diamonds was a good friend of mine, and she came to me with this incredible idea to use Sam's Diamonds and do it as a partnership and do it as a collaboration. She went, Ross, You put the teeth on the credit card and let's have a look at what we can do to get London Fashion Week still going for you, because she believed in me so much, like, honest to God. And that's another person that I fell out with. And I miss her.
Oh.
That's okay. You're among family here, so
Yeah.
you can be as yourself as you want to be.
Can I just say something? People in our lives are placed for a reason, and sometimes them not being there doesn't mean that they've gone away. It's just to pave for other things so that you can meet on later. Yeah, so I believe all this is happening for a reason. Each and every person has their growth so that we can meet
The thing is,
in the bigger,
though,
bigger,
there had been so much given from Sam
yeah,
and the charity themselves. They applied for funding
yeah.
for myself, for them and me to pay for London Fashion Week so that 14 of their service users could be models for me. And the first time we applied, you know what? We didn't get the funding. We didn't. And I thought, that's it, I'm done. But the charity and Sam had so much belief in me that they paid the bill. And they said, as long as we put our service users on that catwalk and give them the experience of a lifetime, we are happy to go ahead. And I got a phone call from Sam, and she said, that's it, it's done, bill's paid. I went, what? I was like, what? What do you mean? She went, we're going to London. We're going to London. So if it wasn't for that charity, I wouldn't have been able to achieve what I have. I wouldn't have been able to inspire those women. Because, honest to God, they made the collection. They made it. Even though the story wasn't published about what we'd done, and a lot of it was missed, I know that those women have taken something from it. Their families have taken something from it. So everything that came from it, all probably misunderstanding, I don't know, has led to me having to take a back step, because I'm not in a position anymore to deal with dramas, deal with rubbish or anything like that. I'm not in a position to do it anymore. I'm not strong enough. They've beaten me down so much.
Kingfisher, may I just take an opportunity from Live Queenz, and I'm sure the Africa, UK, and Ireland pageant would agree here. I know you've had a lot of experiences. You've been disappointed by a lot of people. You've been up and down. But can I just say, we see you. We appreciate you. We honor the person that you are, and we are even humbled that you are coming in with your brilliant services into an Afro-Caribbean market of pageantry, where the women may not have just as many opportunities. And you've got a wealth of information to share. I know that you're gonna be doing makeup and other things, but you have a well-lived life with experiences that will really empower us. We are inspired already just through connections.
I hope so. I hope so. And I think that's the misconception with a lot of people that maybe live in my area. It's such a small knit community. It's very hard for people to understand. So that's why I've been so open about it. But for me now, it's all about moving on and making that new path for me and for everybody that's involved.
Absolutely. And let's officially give you your flowers here. Take your flowers because you deserve them. And we see you. We really see you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Quinty, can I just say a quote from Maya Angelou? This gets me all the time, yes? People will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. And that's the most important part of this journey, Kingfisher. Always remember that. Let it be your mantra.
It's been so hard. Honest to God, I've literally been clutching those little moments. And if it wasn't for Hannah Bush or Georgia Ray or any of the people that have worked with me that have been constantly reminding me, and if it wasn't for that network of friends, regardless of how small, I really wouldn't have got through it. I really wouldn't have got to where I am today of making this decision to hand my baby over to somebody else to manage it so then I can focus on other people.
Yeah. That's
And also focus on
amazing.
yourself. Yeah.
Yes, definitely
Important.
focus on myself.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Kingfisher, a lot of love here on the live for you. Lady Ruxanuro is here. A shout out to her. We're going to be interviewing her soon. She says, a truly brave, strong, and inspiring individual, Kingfisher Queen. Your story from what you've shared has touched my heart. I have admiration for how you've built your brand and broken social misconceptions. And we absolutely agree. There's a lot of people here sending hearts and love, Hanati images, Tabi Sojanchi, Pearl Basisana Tigom sending lots of love, loads of hugs on the live. Miss L Grassa 77, we've interviewed her before. She is a pageant queen herself and a fitness fanatic. She's here and she's also sending lots of love. Tabiso sends loads of hugs and love. And shout out to little Miss Teen, UK, Cambridge, Kalia Cole, who just won a beautiful award out in Glasgow just last week.
Oh my God,
And
congratulations.
a little queen who is just so strong and so powerful and inspiring. Her auntie's already at the age of 5. Queenz is Miss Charity 2024 at Miss Mrs. Africa, UK and Ireland. And she says, sending positive energy and love. Miss El Grassa says, and you should always be the Kingfisher. Of course, you'll always be that. And Quincy says, oh, we love you so much. Powerful from little Kalia. And Queen City is, you're probably going to get a chance to work with her. She is a pageant mentor and coach, and she's also a stylist at Africa UK Pageant. And she says, this is
I think.
Have you spoken to her?
I think
I think you
so,
should
yeah.
actually. She's actually used to be a model, so maybe you could do something with her there. She used to model in the US, and she's very excited. She says, this is amazing news for the pageant next year. So, all
so
looking forward to
excited.
it. And Ms. Grassa says, so nice. We cannot wait for 2024 pageants. And of course, I just wrote down Hannah Bush there. Just go check them out, check out their work. And Tigom says, this is exclusive tea indeed.
Oh, yes.
Hannah T Images says, I have to thank you also, Mr. Partnership. Help me elevate. I'm sure you know Hannah T Images, Kingfisher.
Yes, Hanati Images is Hannah Bush. So she has she's a graphic designer, so she does artwork, and she's a photographer. So she has 2 separate profiles, one for photography and one for graphic design.
Yeah, well, they've written there that you still got us. So, you're not getting rid of them that quickly. Lady
Not that one.
Lady Ruxano says, sends Purple Hearts, Queen, some strength and love and healing to our strong, brave king. And guess what, Kingfisher?
Yes.
Queen Yanela and Klausana, CEO of
And
Africa
I
UK Pageant,
I
is
thought that
here.
was her. I thought that was her. I thought it was.
All right, okay, so we're going to read the rest of the comments later. I might just jump onto my question, and I'm doing that because I'm a medic, and I find it interesting how people view HIV here in the diaspora versus home. I worked in South Africa, where the hospital where I worked, every 3rd patient you saw is possibly HIV positive. So there was a little bit more acceptance. People were more open about antiretrovirals, and there are a lot more resources just into how to live with the virus. You're not the virus, but you can definitely live long. For somebody, let's say a friend or a family member who has just found out that an acquaintance is HIV positive, what do you think is the most useful, kindest, supportive way of seeing their friend? What would you want somebody to say to you or do with you or help you with your HIV diagnosis?
Okay. So firstly, I would say that every diagnosis is different. It affects everybody in a completely different way.
Mm.
So I can only go off my experience.
Mhm.
I don't really have any friends that have HIV. So from my experience, it affected me extremely badly. I must have been susceptible to the virus, like the doctor said. But when it come down to it, we found out that the gentleman who I'd contracted it from, he wasn't taking his medication. That's the key thing with it. So for me at the time, I like I say, I ran to my friends, and they all closed the door in my face, because it's hard for people to compute and understand that we are no longer back in the day. We have medication that controls absolutely everything, and I don't just have HIV. I have hepatitis B as well, and I have that chronically. So believe it or not, hepatitis B is worse or more dangerous than what HIV is medicated. So when it comes down to it, what I would suggest as a friend is just letting them know, if they've told you that they've got the diagnosis, is just letting them know that you're there, checking in on them. Don't baffle them with questions. Don't ask them. Go and do the research yourself. Go and have a look. Don't go and look at Google and look at all sorts. Go to the NHS website and have a look at everything that's on there. There is more than enough information for friends and family members on there when you find out somebody is diagnosed, because it can be different for everybody. So the only thing that I could recommend is just let them know that you are there for them. That could be by a text, it could be by a phone call, it could be by sending them, I don't know, but if you think that they're not eating, Just Eat, Uber Eats, whatever, send them something. Just send them a chocolate bar. Just, it doesn't, a little gesture. There's other things you can do to let somebody know that you're there without suffocating them and baffling them with questions that they don't necessarily understand themselves, and they haven't really come to terms with it. Because at the end of the day, for me, my life was absolutely over. It was over. But if I'd have known that it would actually make my life and save my life, God, I don't know what I don't know. It's unreal, because it did save my life. But that is what I would say to people: just make sure that you're there for them in little gestures, cuddles, whispers in the ear, things like that, and educate yourself.
Yeah. No, thank you so much. I still experience situations sometimes where sometimes people don't know enough. They don't even want to touch the person. Even in healthcare, they don't want to come into the
Oh my God,
room and hand
absolutely,
medication.
absolutely.
Yeah.
My first doctor that I saw, when I went to go and see my first doctor, believe it or not, he pushed the stool away from me and said, "Take a seat." Excuse me. What? You're my doctor? No. I literally walked out the door and I was like, "Not today, Satan. Not today. No, not happening. Come again. Go away." Sorry, but I ended up getting a new doctor. So yeah, you are quite right. There is still, in
Yeah.
this day and age,
Yeah.
even in the medical industry, there is. You are quite right.
All right, okay. I'm gonna go to Queen Ash in a little bit there, but I just wanted to read something here, Kingfisher, from your luxlace.co.uk blog. I think you wrote a beautiful memoir of the weekend with the Africa UK Island Queens. How gorgeous it was, just meeting you. You
Yes.
saw how just the energy changed. We just start screaming like little Swifties, like children. It was very, very exciting, very motivational. And of course, we are so happy that this is your next journey. So there's something in this article that really caught me, and as you just talking about how hard things have been, as resilience is not just about bouncing back. It's about transforming challenges into opportunities for growth and change. By fostering resilience in ourselves, our work, our communities, we can create a more supportive and adaptive society, capable of navigating the complexities of life. And I think it just encapsulates exactly this moment, what you're doing with Kingfisher Couture, what you're doing with Africa, UK, and Ireland, Afro Fashion Week, Live Queens. I mean, this is just the epitome of what resilience does when you just get to that stage in your life. So
It's about flipping
congratulations on that.
things. You,
Yeah.
any situation, no matter what I say, and my mum has always said, every cloud has a silver lining. You've just got to look for it, and if you can't see it, light a match, set a fire, get your phone torch, make your own silver lining. However hard it may be, you can make your own silver lining. Like I've said to you guys. So yeah, it is. It's all about learning how to train your brain and train your thought process in a different way. It is so easy to get sucked into negativity. It's so easy to get sucked into drama. And even it's so easy to get sucked into stories and lies and everything. It is so easy. So it's all about training your mind in a different way to take 5 steps back and look at it from somebody else's perspective. Look at it from outside the box.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
do you know what I mean? Because that's, if you don't, it's gonna end up consuming you.
100%. At this stage, I'm gonna go to Queen Ash and see if Queen Ash has another question here for Kingfisher Couture.
Thank you, Queen D. Of course, I would have another question.
Hit me with it.
So if you were to say something to the young Kingfisher, what would you say?
I would say an awful lot. But if God, there would be so much that I would say. I mean, if we had a book of hindsight, we'd all be okay. But if there would be one thing that I would say, it would be, don't get hepped up on other people's thoughts, opinions, and what they may say, or how other people may judge you, or if they look at you in the street. Don't worry about what's going on around you. Just focus on yourself. Focus on your own health. Focus on your own path. Focus on your own job, your own career. You're in the office. Don't worry about what's going on around you. If you've got targets, hit your targets. Do your job. Focus on yourself.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep and true, actually, because I think most of the times we're so worried about what the world thinks or says about the things we say and do, but really and truly,
it's just so
no one actually really cares about it like the way that we think they care.
Well, the thing is, though, there's been so many standards and levels that have been set by the industry, or, like, for example, fashion or modeling, beauty industry. There's so many standards and labels. Like, why? There doesn't need to be, and I think that's really added to it.
That's so true. I went to a mental health event last week, and someone spoke about how they posted on Instagram that they were not feeling well. So this person is a singer, and immediately the family members started messaging them like, could you take that down? You do not want the world to know that you're having a mental breakdown. But in reality, the person said they felt like they had to share because we're all going through different things, different situations in our lives. And the thing is, sometimes people want to show a different side of the reality of their lives. But I think it's always good that when we're going through a bad day, just be able to share with other people that this is what you're going through. Yeah.
To be able to be real and authentic, being real. Like, I could have got all glammed up tonight for you guys. I could have put something nice on and flounced about. I put my crown on because I've not had an opportunity to wear it. But do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I am a human being. I am Ross Griffiths. I am a guy that makes dresses and likes to reach for the stars. And if I can help other people do that, then why not? We should be welcoming and partnering and collaborating, because that's one of the most important things, is partnering with people that are on your wavelength. Finding your family.
True. Thank you, Queen D.
All right, okay. So, interesting that you dropped that name. I thought I was actually going to be the one to drop the real, the
I
original name.
noticed that. I was going to say, okay, here we go.
And when I went through a list of the names that it could be, Ross was not one of them. I
Yes.
found I found an old article here in the Lancashire. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
The Lancashire Post,
Yep.
which is where you hail from.
Yep.
And I sort of just want the people on the live to know that we are among royalty here today. We're talking with a big deal. All right. So they wrote
Go on.
Ross
Which one
Griffith.
is it?
Yeah, so they said, hailed as Lancashire's very own Alexander McQueen. He has already made waves in the industry with his work being recognized by some of the biggest names in fashion. So can I just let the people know that this man is doing London Fashion Week, Supermodel of the World, big deal fashion shows,
We
couture
have, yeah.
outfits, and there's something about one of your dresses displayed in a museum. We're gonna talk about that later.
Yes.
Um, my question to you at this point, you just talked about how would you say to the young Kingfisher, fast forward 5 years from now, you've made your changes, you've made a different path. Where do you see Kingfisher in 5 years?
I have to relate. I have to make sure that I'm sticking to my guns with this one because in 5 years, I don't know where I'm going to be. I know where I would like to be, but whether or not my health, my medication, and my capability is going to be able to get me there is a different story. I have to now. Like I said, I've got to take a step back, and I can't. I wake up some mornings and I might want to do something, but by the time I've set up to do it, my body is dead. I really cannot move. So it's making everything extremely hard. So for me, I do not know where I would be in 5 years. I would like to say that I'm still inspiring people. I'd like to empower people, and I would like to do more masterclasses and teaching people how to walk, catwalk, how to embody themselves. That's where I would like to think that I would be to the best of my ability.
And you're doing it already, by the way. I mean, look at the quiz on the screen, empowered and inspired already.
I hope
At this
so.
stage, I'm going to ask if Queen Khadija is able to see some comments on her end and then ask her a question.
Ooh, where did we stop? Oh my
Oh,
God, people were cackling
that is
rough
a
in
really
here.
good question. That last one from I
Taviso.
don't want. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, that is a really
Yeah.
good question. So I'm going to answer that one. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going to answer that one just because it's kind of leading to where I want to go.
Oh.
So I don't know. Yolano, she reached out to me with Top Model Uganda. So when you say, are you planning on visiting any African country? Yes, I am hoping so. Next year, I am fingers crossed hoping to get involved with Top Model Uganda
Oh.
as well. So I can hopefully, between us, bring culture, fashion, authenticity, and empowerment together
Mm.
in a truly global phenomenon, which I don't know how we'll do, but the idea will spring from somewhere at some point, I'm sure.
Awesome. Okay, there you go, Taviso. And maybe after that, he can go to South Africa.
I would love to go to South Africa.
Right,
Oh.
right. Thank you so much, Kingfisher, for that. Yes, and while you're traveling Africa, please do step into Zanzibar and visit as well. That would be
I
amazing.
just need to do
I
it
think you'll
around
fall
the
in
world trip,
love
really,
with,
don't we? Yeah,
yeah.
should we just hire a private jet, ladies?
Yes,
Get on
I
the
think you'll
private
fall
jet.
in love with Africa so much that Africa is a healing on its own.
Mm.
And I believe once you step on that
Yeah,
ground,
I must admit, I think Africa does define
yeah,
authenticity. I really do. I really do. Like moral wise,
yeah,
culture wise, family wise, everything. It to me is right. It's right.
Mm.
yes.
Oh.
There's someone here asking, a children's catwalk?
Oh.
It has been discussed in the past.
Yeah.
Has been discussed, but there's a lot of logistics around it when it comes down to health and safety for a start, parental acceptance, what the children are wearing, where it's being published, if it's going to be allowed to be published, what we can say, what we can't say, what the children can wear, what they can't wear. So there's an awful lot that does go into a children's catwalk, but hopefully, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
You never know what next door is going to open.
Yes, especially in this changing world, safeguarding
Yes.
is a very hard angle, and a lot
Yes.
of people fear because of the judgment and all that. But having said that, do you have any questions for the Life Queens
Yes,
that we can
I
answer you?
do. So I've got one for each of you.
Ah.
So I've got one for. So I think we'll start with you first. Yeah. So this is all about
Okay.
vision and impact. So transitioning from your role as a queen, what's next specifically? Like, what are you going to be doing next? How are you going to achieve it? And what's your plan to achieve your goals?
Ooh, okay. Where do we have the whole day or compress it? Right. So
Compress
for
it,
me,
yeah.
I am catching up. When we talk about age, for me, it's catching up on my dreams. And of my dreams was to be Miss World. That did not happen.
Oh,
So African UK IE pageants
love
knocked on
that.
my door, whispered a few things, and I was like, "Ooh, me
Oh, I
like."
love that.
So, I have done my 1 year as First Princess and a Miss Charity 2023. That is going to continue in whatever way I can touch the world. I can touch Africa. Africa is my passion, 54 African countries. Yes, but moving into 2025, I am launching my own clothing brand. It's called Binti Sultan.
Oh,
Yes, that means the daughter of a king. And when I'm in South Africa, that's what they call me, Binti Sultan, Binti Sultan. So I said to myself, why not? That is
wow, I love
speaking to
that.
me. Yes. And as well, I will be launching my book. This book has been controversial for a very long time. I've been having the fear to publish it because it's about my life story.
Okay,
So it is a bit of a touchy subject, but
okay.
now with the pageant, it's given me that kick and that push to be confident about
It's amazing.
myself. Yes, and not the fear of what and how people will receive it. Yeah,
Yes.
so that's me, Africa UK Umbrella Initiative, just reaching all 54 African countries
One at a
and making
time.
an impact. Yes, one at a time. That is my vision. And as well, bringing people to my home, which is Zanzibar. For myself, I didn't grow up in Zanzibar. So when I talk about Zanzibar, I talk as a foreigner, but also knowing it. And
Yeah.
now, once you get there, you fall in love with that island. It is paradise. And I would love people to know the in-depth of Zanzibar
Yeah.
as well as the whole of Africa.
Mm.
That's
Yes,
amazing.
I've just put it in a synopsis. The others will just reveal itself
Well, I must
because
admit, I think that's amazing. I think you're going to be able to achieve that without a doubt. You've got the clothing brand there, which is going to be able to touch on so many people in so many different countries. Then you've got your book. I want a
yes,
copy,
yes,
please.
yes.
Thank you.
Just to add, the clothing line is a versatility, modesty, and sustainability line. So I am focusing on
I love that.
sustainability, that recycling, anything that can go in a dress that is recycled, just to get people aware that the things that we use can still be usable out there.
Yes.
Yes, secondhand things that are
Yep.
getting thrown every day
Repurposed,
and
of
all
course.
that.
Yeah. Yes, I
Yes.
agree. I agree. Any help or any advice, anything that you need or any contacts? Because I do have some contacts when it comes down to
Ooh.
fabric and clothing manufacturing. So if you want any advice or tips, you know where I am.
Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure. So, now I'm no good with names. Bottom this way, next to me.
Queen Ash.
Queen Ash, right? So we'll go with personal growth.
Ooh.
Reflecting on your experience in pageantry, what is the most significant lesson that you've learnt about yourself, and how are you going to apply those lessons as you embark on a new chapter?
Mm. As you muted, I think you're doing it intentionally.
No. I had a visit from Mr. Mocha, so yeah, I just didn't want the thing. But no, I wasn't doing it intentionally. So
Uh,
I think, sorry, oh God, now I've lost the plot. I've lost the question.
That's fine, don't worry. So, reflecting on your experience in pageantry,
Yeah.
what's the significant lessons you've learnt about yourself, and how are you going to apply those lessons as you embark into the future?
Gosh. I have actually learned that I am capable of so much more than I actually ever thought I was capable of.
Yes.
Like, I couldn't actually tell Queen Yanela what my plans for 2025 are, because I'm still trying to reflect on my past 2 years with Africa UK pageant,
Okay.
because I've just gone out of the box that I didn't think that I would.
Yeah,
And
so
I'm just,
you're taking the time that you need to reflect on what you need to do. I love that.
yeah. So reflection,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love that. That is brilliant. And how are you going to apply that? So that with regards to the reflection, how are you going to use that reflection to move forward into something that you want to do? Obviously, you're taking the time that you need, but is there anything else that you're going to be doing? Are you going to be going to other classes, maybe? You're going to be doing meditation? Are you going to be supporting other charities? How are you going to be getting involved with the other areas?
So I do have charities that I'm working with already. Like yesterday, I did my 10 kilometers walk for Red Cross Walk for Humanity in central London.
Well
So
done.
yeah, I do have charities that I'm working with. And next week I do go for another charity walk on Sunday, I think Saturday. But I just need to take that time to probably grow within myself, because as much as I've been empowered to empower, and I know I'm ready to empower, like, the rest of my nation. However, I feel that I still need to grow a lot in terms of maybe public speaking, learn marketing. So I've got a few things that I need to learn first before I can achieve more, and before I can
Okay.
tell the world what I actually want to do
I love
next.
that. I love that. See, I think you've got you seem to be on the right track for me, and I think that is really good that you've got that self-control to know that you need to reflect, and I think that is a really strong thing to be able to adopt and to be able to manage yourself. So well done, you. I think
Thank
you're going to go on to do amazing things.
Thank you.
My pleasure. So now next, we're going to do legacy and influence, my darling. What legacy do you hope to leave, and how do you envision using your platform to inspire and empower others in your community?
That's a very good question. I mean, Kingfisher, you're already mentoring and you haven't even officially signed the contract with the Adela yet. That's a very good question. I've got my brand behind me here, as you can see, Life Queenz,
Yeah.
and we aim and plan to do exactly what the logo says, highlighting Afro-Caribbean milestones and success stories. The greatest thing I did for myself in my 40s is join Mrs. Africa UK and Ireland. And I always say to people, I've done a lot of studying. I've gone to college, I've gone to medical school, I've even gone and specialized. And you would think after studying for more than 14 years, you've learned everything you need to learn. But in the year that I was with Mrs. Africa UK Ireland, and the year that I've been with Life Queen, I have found amazing power, skills that I didn't even know I had and I can use.
Mm.
And it's also given me the opportunity to find my tribe, right?
Yes,
I have
love
found
that.
people who you pitch something, it becomes an idea, and you see something manifest in front of you and it's executed, and it actually
Girl,
touches
do not
people's
pitch
lives.
me any ideas. Please do not pitch me ideas. I don't know if there's something wrong with me, but I seem to kind of take it, run with it, and I'm kind
Yes,
of gone and I've left my crown behind.
there you
And
go.
I do
Yeah.
scare people sometimes, but I am so excited. I think
Yeah.
what you do is
Yeah.
amazing. Not only what you've done for yourself,
Mm,
i.e., the training, the college, your
mm,
education, your self growth in that area, to be able to bring you here today, to be able to pass that on your
mm,
life experiences through college, through learning different skills.
yeah.
I think it's absolutely, and that's one other reason why I want to get involved with everything that you do, because you just empower, you just embody everything that the word empowerment means from
Mm.
beginning to end.
Oh, thank you so much. And the most amazing thing, and I always say to people, if I had a lot of wealth, I would actually pay my people to come to Life Queens because we live inspired, empowered. You know, whatever we're going through our lives, you just hear somebody's story. I've had your story today, and
Mm,
I am thinking, even in my line of work, I need to be a little bit more aware of how my staff addresses HIV positive people or how they manage when the families come through. You know, I learned something today.
amazing.
I've just spent last weekend with a little 5-year-old pageant queen, achieving her dreams, and you
That's
know,
amazing.
we currently organizing a prom, a first prom for a school back in my village back home, and we're touching people's lives in so many ways. And to have the platform at Life Queens and Africa UK Pageant to do that, absolute blessing, absolute blessing. I
Yeah.
will do it until my voice is dead. So that's the kind
Just
of
like me, I will continue until my legs pack up. I have
yeah.
got a walking cane, I will have a wheelchair, and I will have one of them
Oh yeah,
electric scooter things. I'll doll it up and I'll have a train coming off the back,
yeah,
darlings.
yeah,
Choo
absolutely.
Yes, exactly. We've got to make the most of it, and this is another thing. Like
choo!
we can never give up.
Yeah.
Like I assume with you yourself, you've been through an awful lot with your education. It wasn't exactly. I don't assume it was easy.
Mm,
Nothing that is worth it is
yeah.
easy. But yeah, I think what between the whole network, I think what you've got is absolutely incredible.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Oh, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. The questions are cool. I'm going to actually write this down and go reflect on it again. Such amazing questions. Thank you so much. Queen Khadija
My
wanted to say
pleasure.
something there. Thank you.
Oh, all right. I was just going to add some tidbit information there. Little Miss Kalia will be modeling one of Binti Sultan's designs. It is
Mm.
inspired from the Miss Charity collection because she does so much. Her journey has just inspired so many people who are
Mm.
older than her.
Mm.
So it's called A Drop in the
Oh,
Ocean. So we will share that very soon, and she's very excited, and we are also excited for her.
yeah,
Yes.
Oh,
super
Kingfisher,
exciting.
if you haven't followed little Miss Kalia Cole Nana,
I
go check her out.
do.
Oh,
I do.
she is busy. She
I'm
is.
sure I do.
I
Yes,
look at
I do.
Kalia, and I'm so hopeful for the future. And I'm like, you're 5 years old, you've had more than 120 appearances. I'm absolutely looking forward to her journey. We cannot wait. I'm hoping Life Queens tells a story when she turns 18 and
That's
she's
my God, that would be
supermodel of the world.
amazing. That
Yeah,
would be
yeah,
incredible.
yeah. No, absolutely. Thank you so much for those questions.
My
Queen
pleasure.
Ash, back to you. Back to Queen Ash with the plaques and everything.
Can she hear you?
You're muted again, Queen. Is
Oh
Mocha in
my
the room?
gosh. It's one of those Sundays. But yes, just to say we are still collecting accepting donations for the prom that we're organizing for next weekend in South Africa. And the link to the donations, I think it's on the Live Queenz bio.
Yeah.
Any amount would help a lot. I mean, these are children in Africa who basically have not had or don't even know have never had a prom before, and it would be such amazing if people could just donate on the page and to help us make this dream become a reality for them. And then we have
Can I just ask, are you personally connected with people? Like, do you talk to people over there?
So that's my actual home village, Kingfisher. That is the village that I grew up in.
Okay.
It'll be one of the sister secondary schools next to my high school. And I met a lady who owns Grace Lee Foundation, a charity in South Africa. She happened to have gone to that school, and she went back to visit, and she said, I could not believe my eyes when I looked at the state of the school. And she said, I'm going to start small. I'm going to just thank and celebrate the kids who are doing their school leaving exams. They'll be going off to college. No, so none of the schools in the village have had a prom or end of school ball, and she said, I'm gonna just organize something for them and give them little gifts. I want them to go out into the world of college and work with that foundation that my people love me. I've got people in my village who support me, who believe in me. So myself and the queens here are gathering around some gifts, some donating some dresses, started a GoFundMe, and our social media person at home, Tigom, is getting some custom made gifts for these kids, little bags, little whatever, literally just to say we appreciate you, we see you, and we wish you well, just as a startup to say we're going to build this school. So that's what we're doing.
When is the prom?
It's very soon. The actual prom is on the 4th of October. So sort of last minute things are happening now. We're sending off things last minute to South Africa in this week. But what the lady is looking for, we just trying to find even little books or little sanitary towels or little, little packets for each of the kids. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Okay. I've got a few things that I might be able to send over to you or send to them.
Oh.
I can get a few of these boxes set up with things in for them. Yeah, I'm sure I do have a few things that I can throw their way.
Oh, I appreciate that so much. Really, really
My
appreciate
pleasure.
it. Thank you so much, Kingfisher. Any
My
other
pleasure.
plugs, Queen Ash?
Thank you. Besides, if you're not following Live Queenz on YouTube, please do follow us, TikTok, and also please do like and share.
Yeah.
I'm watching you all people. I love the support here on Instagram, but I hope that I would love that love to actually go on our YouTube as well, please.
That would be amazing. I think I've subscribed. I'll go over and I'll subscribe. I'll make sure that I am. And when you subscribe as well, when you do subscribe to any YouTube, press the bell. Make sure you press that bell to all notifications, all videos, get notified whenever we go live, whenever anyone is going on YouTube or when any new videos are uploaded, press that bell.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Queen Ash and Kingfisher. I'm going to read some of the comments here. I know we're running a little bit over time, but this has been such a fantastic live. Little Miss Kalia has typed there, angels on earth. And I'm hoping he's referring to all of us here and Kingfisher. Landini says, hi, Kingfisher. A very fine line between friends and acquaintances is so true, but you are among family now. Stay positive, my friend. Thank you so much. And Queen Yanela Lauzana says, King, and sends you lots of love. Lady Ruxa Amarak says, please know that you are loved and we shall be here with you with your new family with Africa UK Pageant and Live Queens. And Harnati Images says, babe, you got 2.5 million watch her baby. Yeah. Hold on now. This is a cryptic message. So proud of what you achieved. What's that about?
2.5. So when we did London Fashion Week, I was extremely lucky to work with fashion royalty from New York. Elton Ilirajani. And if you don't, I will share his Instagram here. He is absolutely phenomenal. Elton Illusion. There we go. Will it let me? There you go. So that's who Elton is, and he walked and closed my show at London Fashion Week, and because of him and just how fabulous he is, we got 2.5 million views. That's what it was at the time. I would not like to believe, to care to think what it's at now. So all the videos that were on Instagram or YouTube or anything like that, to get to collectively, I think it was something like 7 million views. This was my first ever catwalk. So for me, I was like, what? What? 7 million? Come again, darling? Who are these people? Do they want an autograph? So yeah, that was pretty insane, and I don't think I've ever actually accepted that as fact. That's quite unreal.
I find it interesting that you are such a huge superstar, Kingfisher, but you're still so humble and you know, almost like, oh, why, what do you mean me? I think
I
that's what
don't
makes you
see it.
super special.
I don't see it. I really don't. I mean, I get a lot of it from if I go out in my local town. A lot of people will say, "Hey, congratulations on your achievement," or whatever, and I'm like, eh, thank you. I just I have to be polite, of course, but for me, it's quite surreal. I don't. I'm just a normal guy. I just like to make dresses. That's what I do.
Yes, a famous normal guy. Tigom says here, when you're sharing your story, Kingfisher, thank you for sharing your story. It's definitely being received by the right people and it's indeed very impactful. Nicodemus underscore MDK, somebody from your camp here, they're here just sending you love hearts. John Daniel Jury, so true and well said, Queen. Queen Yanela also sending love, little Miss Kalia. Thank you, family. I think that's when we were congratulating her on her win there. Um, I think you must have made a joke about something because people were laughing here. Tigom also says, "Ooh, we love seeing Kim Fisher at the lifestyle event. That's the Africa UK pageant one. The black stilettos he had on. I must steal." Okay.
My babies, they
Yeah.
kill me. They
And
kill me.
Taviso says, I love your authenticity.
Oh, thank you.
Let me see. And Tigom says, I'm more than available to show you South Africa as soon as the jet lands. Okay. And Nicodemus says, I think the rest of Africa is calling on Kingfisher.
Just
Yes, yes, yes.
booking my flight.
Yep,
Make
yep.
sure the car's there.
And Little Miss Kalia, Little Miss Teen UK Cambridge says, I owe a lot to Life Queens. They've inspired and supported me in many ways, and
That's
legacy I'm
amazing.
truly proud of. Thank you so much, Kalia. And of course, congratulations again from your aunties and Kingfisher here. And Queenie Anela says, to infinity and beyond.
Oh yes, definitely.
And Quincy says you're all very inspiring. And everybody here says they're super inspired. And Lady Ruxa says, of course, I should head over there straight away. I don't know what we were talking about.
YouTube.
Uh, oh yeah. Thank you so much, Lady Ruxa. At this point, Kingfisher, so we've had big news, big announcements here. Is there anything in the pipeline in the next couple of weeks, months that you want us to go check out, that you want us to support, or the people here to hear about first?
At the minute, no, there isn't because I can't say much.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get. Oh God, how can I say this? I have to have board members and council members all come together at once. That and don't get me wrong, I have nothing against an older lady or an older man, but they do kind of seem to be set in a certain way, and getting everybody together in one room at one time to say yes to something is very few and far between. So they've said to me, don't say anything, don't do anything, don't put anything in the press. That, but there is things in the pipeline, and when I can say something, you guys will be invited anyway, but there is certain things that are going on in the pipeline, yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. And of course, handle Kingfisher. It is at, if you want to just type your Instagram handle
Yeah,
in
can do.
the comments there. And of course, it's Kingfisher Couture everywhere else.
There we go.
Let me just pin it there. Go check out his
Thank
work.
you.
He's doing fabulous things. He's doing amazing things, and we're really excited to hear about this new journey. I think it's that time to give away that fabulous 24-inch wig.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that wig, Kingfisher? Because it's quite special.
Yes.
It's you know.
So the wig itself is human hair, so you can color it, you can wash it, you can straighten it with whatever normal hair straighteners. I would recommend that you don't go any higher than 180, just because it keeps the hair healthier. You don't want to be burning it. It has got a thick band in the back, all lace there at the front, so you can't see it. So that is the hairline. If you wanted to pluck it, you could do, but it is brand new and ready to go. Ready to go to your hairdressers for you to have it installed and get that lace laid and slayed. That's what I say.
All
In
right.
this
Okay.
little bag, I will tell people what there is. In this little bag, there is a brush, a wide toothbrush. There is a wide tooth comb. Obviously, it's a body wave. We don't want to be frizzing it up. There is a little pocket mirror, because obviously we need to be making sure that lace is laid and slayed. Okay? And then, just in case you see any beautiful boys that are looking at your beautiful hair, you can flutter your lashes at them as well. So,
Oh,
that is in the bag. Now, remind me, darling, how many numbers are there?
At the moment, let me see. We're sitting at, we did have to remove the Live Queens and family members of the Live Queens, sorry. So we went it down at 34. So we've got 34 potential people here who can potentially win this 34-inch Kingfisher couture wig.
Okay, so, and as a little bit of a special one, there's a second thing, which is a total surprise, total mystery. So that's the second prize. So I'm going to pick two numbers.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, all right. So the way we're gonna do it is we've got a list of names here of people who went on Live Queens and Kingfisher Couture. They liked the post, they shared the post, they had a comment that they commented, and they tagged a friend. So these are the people that are on that list. At this point, Kingfisher, let's give away the wig first. So
Yep.
tell us your first favorite number between 1 and 34.
Okay, so just because we are all number one, I have to pick number one. We are all ones, aren't we? We are all number one. So let's go for number one.
Okay, so can I encourage that if the person who wins the wig wants to give it away to somebody, let us know, because you won't believe who won it here. It is none other than John Daniel Jewelry.
Is it?
Yes. So I don't know
Is it
how he
really,
feels
Nicola?
about. So John Daniel
Is it?
Jewelry,
Oh
he did.
my God.
He's number one because he was super excited about the post he shared. He was pushing this wig now. But I want to see if he's in the audience, if he wants to try a new hairstyle, or if he would like to donate it to somebody
So
else. Or...
John Daniel's Jewelry is the brand name. So John Daniel's Jewelry is the name of the brand.
Mhm.
The person that owns the brand is a lady called Nicola Keller. John
Oh.
Daniels is her son. That's her son's name.
All right.
So it is. Her name is actually Nicola. If you go and look at the profile, it's a lady, a beautiful lady.
All right.
But if she does want to donate to somebody, then do let me know, Nicola.
Yeah.
There is also a second prize as well, which is a mystery box. But if you do want to donate it, either let me know or let Live Queens know, please.
Congratulations, Nicola, on this beautiful, beautiful work. Now let's go to the second prize. So number between 2 and 34.
Number between 2 and 34. Do you know what? I'm going to go with 34 because I'm 34.
Ah, are
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yes.
All
Why
right.
not?
Okay. So there's somebody here, number 34. I don't know if you can see it. It's at Kardashian 094. At Kardashian 094, yeah. Do you know them at all?
Let's have a look.
At Kardashian 094. Congratulations, you've got a special secret prize coming through.
Mystery gift. What I'll do is I'll put on the comment, send me your address, and I'll send that out to you privately.
Ooh, Kingfisher, what? Oh my God, I just realized you have such a big following in South Africa. We're gonna have to talk logistics if this person is in South Africa. And
That's fine. Don't worry, that's
Ed
fine.
Kardashian 094 is here actually on the live. She's
I
saying,
can take it
yeah,
when I go.
Oh,
she says that to me.
could you?
Congratulations, and you've got a beautiful surprise coming your way. Of course, when you get it, would you do a little reveal, tag Kingfisher Couture, tag Life Queen,
Cannot believe it. That's so fabulous.
so we see what the secret surprise gift is. Okay, that was beautiful. I actually enjoyed that. Thank you so
That was
much.
brilliant. I'm so excited. I cannot believe that this that John Daniel, that Nicola has won this week. I really cannot.
Look, it was meant to be. I don't believe in coincidences. So look,
Do you know what? I am going to say it. I am going to say it. Nicola messaged me before the live, and she was like, "I want that wig. I want that wig. I want that." So the fact that she has totally manifested that,
the
like totally
power of
manifested it.
manifestation.
Yeah,
I
like
was gonna say that.
Oh, awesome. Okay, guys, we're already getting closer to 8:30 here.
oh my
School night
goodness.
tomorrow.
Yes.
So before we say goodbye to our audience here, Kingfish, is there anything we haven't asked you here that you wanna just parting words for the Life Queens and your followers and the supporters?
My parting words to absolutely everybody, including yourselves, is thank you so much. Just you're all amazing. The charity work that you do. Thank you for so much for inviting me on here as well to be able to break the ice on the news, which has been so much easier than writing a press release and doing a photo shoot for it and telling the whole world first. I can tell you guys, and it feels so nice and intimate that I've been able to tell my family first. It feels the right way around. And now other people will know, and I'm sure people will have questions. I'm sure they will. Email me, Alexandra. She'll sort it. But yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for everything you do. I cannot wait to be involved, and I hope you all have a lovely, lovely evening. Sleep well.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Kingfisher. Don't run away because we're just about to finish. Queen Ash is just gonna announce our next guest. It's gonna be on Wednesday this time around, Queen Ash.
Thank you, Queen D. So our next guest is Sean Musa, who is an ex-footballer, a brand ambassador of Adidas, and a great inspiration to the younger generation. So yeah, let's join us on Wednesday at 7.
Awesome. Okay.
So when
Thank you so much.
do go to Live Queenz, if you do follow them, you can go to the top right-hand corner, press on the 3 little dots, and you can be alerted to any time that they post or go live. Same thing with YouTube. Subscribe and press that bell, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kingfisher. This has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for everybody who came on the live, and it's been absolutely beautiful. So many messages here, and of course, if you want to watch this live again, it's gonna be on. We're gonna collaborate actually with Kingfisher. It's gonna be on the Live Queens Instagram, and in a couple of days, it'll be on YouTube as well. So make sure that you're following Live Queens and Kingfisher.
YouTube, ready.
Queen
Yes,
can I just say one parting that we always do at Africa UK, i.e. pageant and empowerment programs. So of course, it is with Queen Mother, Queen Yanela, as she always says, shine
like the
diamonds
that you are.
Oh, I love that. I might get that tattooed somewhere. Shine like a diamond, darling. God, I should have put my diamonds on.
We letting you into a secret. When you go, you might make a reference tomorrow at the meeting. That's gonna make things go smooth. That's her favorite song in the world.
So, also as well, just before we go, if just want to show people the necklace, if Now, I had these specially made. So if you want one to guide a safe path for you, to gift to somebody, or for yourself, please head over to John Daniel's Jewelry. That is the only place you can get them. They aren't on the market. They aren't on my website. They aren't anywhere else. They are custom made, and you can have it in silver or gold, or you can have it, and it actually has stones in it as well, crystals as well. So they're cubic zirconia. So do head over there if you want a little kingfisher as a gift to guide a safe path for your family, friend, or yourself.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, thank you so much,
My
Kingfisher,
pleasure.
and to the Live Queens. Thank you so much for making time on a Sunday and
Yeah.
always making it happen. It's been absolutely an honor. It's been absolutely amazing. And like I always say, may there always be light along your path. And we cannot wait to connect again. I can't wait to see where this
Tomorrow.
journey
Phone
takes.
call tomorrow.
Awesome.
From me to you, and from every other kingfisher around, love, light, and blessings. Have a lovely, lovely evening.
Fantastic. Okay. Signing out from Live Queens. See you on Wednesday. Bye,
Sangha.
Queens.
God, I should be on a £20 note. See you later, darling.
Bye, everyone.